I'm audible and you guys are comfortable. Okay. So the title of my talk today is ABC with technology. So you guys are mainly from manufacturing industry and practicing power, energy and safety, and the theme of the seminar is around business sustainability. So I thought let me give you a glimpse of new technologies which are on horizon, because this is where you would need to enhance your day-to-day business practices as well. Okay, so that's my brief introduction. I have been associated with, so on the bottom is my educational foundation institutes certifications, what I have finished. These organizations I am associated with, these are the employers I work with. And yes, at times I donate blood, and then I encourage you to donate blood as and when a situation arises and time permits. These are my recent talks. I have been delivering various technical talks on virtual reality, augmented reality, on project management, as well as on technology disruption. So this is a very important sentence by Arthur Schneider. He's a historian, and what he says is, science and technology revolutionizes our life, but memory, tradition and myth frame our response. Lot many features and technology advancements are there around us, but it's up to us how we consume the technology. So that specifically enhances our life, that frames our response, our destiny. So let's look at the summary. So we are in front of a tsunami of data. If you look at the companies on this, I'm sorry, I did not have dimension of the hall, so it may be pretty difficult for you guys to read through these companies or names. But if I can say that this is the, this is a pictorial representation of year 2006, and this is the pictorial representation of 2016, wherein manufacturing technologies were kind of top 10, oil and manufacturing or heavy industries were in top 10, wherein in 2016 the scenario totally changed, and there are like Apple, Alphabet, Microsoft, all such IT-driven, data-driven companies have taken over. And this is on the back of technology. So this is one more important slide as far as our industry and current business scenario is concerned. Infosys has recently declared that they have released 9,000 employees. 47% of jobs are at risk because of automation. So why such a development is exponentially taking over in the industry? Various jobs, efficiencies are going higher, the kind of manufacturing processes are being overhauled. That is because of many new technologies are on the horizon. This is a turning point for all of us to keep ourselves updated as far as the new technologies are concerned. So this talk is to cover all these technologies which are highlighted with red. I'll try to skip a few videos in shortage of time, but my idea is to take you through the concepts as far as possible. So all of you use a smartphone. Is there anyone without a smartphone in this room? You're forced to use it, right? Even if we are not. Is there anyone who doesn't use WhatsApp? Is there anyone who doesn't know how to use a map? How to find out how should I go to Kolaba or Ola or Uber or something? So these are the kind of apps, usages have become part of our day-to-day life. And that is the impact. If you can read this sentence, would you take a decision on an information which is 5 seconds old? That is the kind of information and the demand of the user, that I need a near real-time information. I will not take a decision on any information, any input which is 5 seconds old, right? We are moving in a different era altogether. That was the era where next 24 hours के बाद में news आती थी and then we used to take certain decisions. In this era, information which is 5 seconds old loses its value. Everything is in cloud. So cloud computing has taken over. This is something which I would like to, so safety kind of thing, I have tried to pick up few things. So this is example of smart dust. I would say that this is particles of smart dust, and these are 2 particles. So 10 particles construct a seed of a sesame. They are so small. They get power through light. So they charge themselves through the ambient temperature, ambient light. And these smart dust particles can be thrown for civil and military applications, smart cities wherein you get sensor, you can use them as power sensor, light sensor, temperature sensor, or water level sensor even to certain extent. If water comes in, then the sensors will charge up. These are also being used in healthcare as well as multiple wearables. Now, in case of healthcare, if we say the same kind of sensors are being put into tablets, which are like, fed to the patient. The sensor goes, and then you start getting the app, all the information and analytics on your app. So this is where our medical technology is moving to. NASA has sent 3D printer in space. So can you tell me why NASA has sent a 3D printer in space? Okay, how many of you are aware what does a 3D printer do? Okay, I'll tell you. 3D printer is a printer which works on a 3-dimensional layer, and it can recreate any object at any place of, any place on the earth. So wherever you take a 3D printer, you can reconstruct something you want. Right now, 3D printing happens in 116 types of material. So it is not just plastic. Mercedes 3D prints leather. So all the leather material available in Mercedes is a 3D printed leather seat or upholstery. And similarly, NASA has sent a 3D printer in space. The reason is it's very easy to transmit a code from Earth to space. If you get a 3D printer there, you can create any object as and when you require in space itself. So the reason is there is a cost to carry a single kilo from Earth to space. Just to reduce the cost, take the 3D printer there, place it in the space station, pull out the code, whatever you want to put, and then this is cobalt. So you guys can note down and say this cobalt is the first space printed tool. This spanner was printed in space. I got how 3D printers are used to construct space colonies, but I'll try to skip it. We'll cover it at some other point of time. Not only tools, space colonies, you can print organs as well. And this is picture way back in 2011, wherein Dr. Anthony is holding a liver, a human liver, which was 3D printed then. Right now, in D.Y. Patil College of Medical, that dental department is there, they 3D print your teeth. So this is 3D printer has come nearby. Not only 3D printing, there is 4D printing. Now, 4D printing is something which is adding one more dimension to the material itself. So in a given environment, you are programming the particle to behave in certain way. These 4D materials are being used in aerospace, healthcare, natural disasters, and space colonies. I'll show you a video. I need to connect the speaker. Yeah, it's there. So HDMI will pull out, right?
Yes, you need a speaker, it's already connected.
It's already connected, right? Okay, great. Okay, this is a 4D printed material. They put it in a space module wherein it will automatically turn to a cabin. It's assembling itself. Okay, so that's a cube. Artificial intelligence. How many of us have heard about AI? What does it do? You guys? Okay, great. So there are a couple of examples. One of the example I would like to narrate over here is DeepMind from Google. And DeepMind not only can translate between two languages, it has been taught, but it can translate between two languages which it is yet to learn. So you have not taught, let's say, Tamil to DeepMind, but Google DeepMind can automatically converse in that vocabulary. DeepMind can also, DeepMind has recently learned driving of London's metro network on its own. So what these systems are doing is they have started surfing the web automatically, and they have started pulling this knowledge into certain databases so that they can start learning on themselves. These are the web crawlers which are being put on the net by MIT, Harvard, Berkeley and other universities, and these are the kind of learnings they've started pulling into a system. That's a video, we'll have to skip it. Okay. So voice compute, how many of you have used a voice search? Voice search, so all millennials have used voice search. Try on your mobile phone, say something to your mobile, it will tell you the search, it will give you the response back. So there is no need to type it. Wi-Fi, I'll skip it. How many of you have tried a wearable, a health band? Right? So many of us are aware, though we are not wearing, but various types of sensors are entering our life through our clothes, our wearables, our smart devices. What are they measuring? They are measuring our habits. These habits will get sold to insurance health providers. Employers are encouraging employees to wear these bands to measure their activity levels, to measure their sleep, to measure their water consumption, and all such health related parameters. Volumetric 3D displays, I mean, you would have seen such kind of displays in Captain America, Iron Man. So this is coming to you near at a desktop or a workstation near you in 2018. This is going to be a commercial use for volumetric and foldable displays. BCI. So this is brain computer interface. You can connect a device to your brain and you can compute with using that device. So there is no need to have a voice command. There is no need to key in. There is no need to put a gesture. So these are the various types of computing technologies, I would say. First we used to give command, then the command used to get executed. Then came the GUI, graphical user interface, where you used to click on some icon, point that mouse to that icon and then click it. Then came the gesture computing, wherein the kid also knows what it means by zooming in, right? So if you give a mobile to a kid, it will start zooming in on its own. So that knowledge has been acquired now. Then came the speech. So you used to talk to a computer and then get things done. Now that's beyond. You connect a device to your brain and then compute. Trials are on. So this is no longer a technology experiment on paper. Drone economy. So from various industries to delivery to photography to army applications, civil defense, everywhere drones are coming in. Kids are also started playing in with drones now. Main feature is to deliver emergency medicines to a heart patient. So you put up a lat long and then feed it to a drone. Drone will go fly to that specific lat long. So it's that simple. There is no need for anyone to travel by road. It flies and then it carries the emergency medicine to the paramedic. Bots are our new family member. How many of us have heard of a bot? Sorry? Autobot is one more example. So these are the bots, and this is a vacuum cleaner which you can operate through your mobile app. You can program it that I leave at office at 9:30. At 11 a.m. please start wiping the floor. And this is available at 17,900 rupees. This is 18,000 में Amazon पे मिलता है. Amazon पे मिलता है.
Somebody bought it at 25, I was having it.
So it's 18K now.
Price is coming down.
So we will converse with a bot to get a service. These are the kind of bots which have started in beta version. This is a bot developed by Boston Dynamics. This is a bot which is being carried by American soldier. So American soldier will deploy it somewhere and then it will take over the rest of the task like bomb defusal and all such activities. Oh, this is night scope. So this you must, definitely, I would say note down, night scope K5. This is a police officer. It's a robo police officer. It covers 360-degree cams. It is enabled by GPS. It can scan number plate of the vehicle. It can converse with a citizen, and such police related tasks are being automated. This is first robot deployed in US. This is in Boston, and this is how, I mean, I would say in next 5 years it may be so that police, human police is interacting or hanging out with a robo police. 2018 is just 6 months away, and then Gartner says that around 3 million humans will have a robo-boss. 3 million humans will have a boss who is not a human. Self-driving airplane, autopilot mode has been there with us for ages, right? And it has been in sky. Now is the time we start it on the roads. So autonomous vehicle and autonomous economy is on the rise. Social trials have started in Japan and US as well as in Europe, wherein autonomous vehicles are regularly ferrying humans. Now is the conversation is between machines and humans, so we'll have to identify ourselves as, yeah, we are humans. Okay, that's another one. Blockchain. So blockchain is another technology which is on rise. Blockchain is going to change the internet. Right now the internet is driven by information, so it is an information driven internet. Blockchain will transform the internet from information driven to value driven. It would be a good idea to Google blockchain offline. Recently RBI has also tested blockchain. Smart cities, smart communities, smart home. So right now the smartness is in our hand, which is entering in different gadgets of our home. It will enter our streets, and then eventually city will become a smart city. Connected planets, humans, things and beyond. Maybe in 2022 my fridge will talk to Amazon.com to get a Amul cheese butter delivered. That's very soon and possible as well. Yeah, so these are 3 examples I would like to narrate for you. This one is, the leftmost is connected kettle. So as and when the tea is made based on the temperature setting and the time setting, it tweets. Second one is ISRO's Mars orbiter is communicating with Mars Curiosity. Where are they right now? Both of them are in orbit of Mars. They are not in lab. So a satellite launched by ISRO is communicating to a satellite launched by NASA. What are they communicating? भैया मैं यहाँ जा रहा हूँ, रास्ता वास्ता ठीक है, बारिश बारिश नहीं है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, तू किधर घूम रहा है, right? At least this communication has been designed by humans only. So this kind of information is being exchanged between machines. Human augmentation, my favorite topic. So we have seen Captain America, we have seen Iron Man, and then this is where the world is moving. This is, so right now it's in movie stage, and then soon, maybe after a decade, we would see augmented humans. So when you see augmented humans, right now augmentation is there, but at a very premature stage. I mean, आँख में lens बिठाता है ना? Prosthetics. It's limited to prosthetics right now, and this eventually will start. What if you want to throw a ball at speed of 200 kilometers an hour? Yes, with that machine or that arm strength, you can do that. There would be certain applications around it. What if you want to jump to 12th floor straight away? There would be suits which would enable you to jump straight away from ground floor to 12th floor. Autonomous transport we covered. Okay, that's a video, I will skip it. This is now, apart from public transport, which is being automated right now, there is a huge development in personal transport. This is Jetman. This can fly at speed of a jet. You wear the pack, put it on, you can fly at jet speed. This is a hoverboard, Hendo. Now, you guys would have seen those hoverboards favorite with, I mean, these are the favorite gadgets of Americans and European guys, but these hoverboards don't have a wheel. They fly. And that's a video.
Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville, and I'm about to ride a hoverboard.
And I'm Tony Hawk, and I'm gonna try it myself. This is real, folks. This is the real hoverboard right here. So forget everything you know. This is it.
Funny or die, mostly the die part. You die.
I think the Funny or Die prank absolutely worked. Yeah, I mean, they wanted that hoverboard and their dreams were shattered.
It doesn't have wheels.
The hoverboard is a great way of capturing people's interest and letting them know how this technology works in a way that everyone can understand. This can make a serious difference in solving a lot of serious problems.
It can run on any surface. Another technology, virtual reality, is on the rise. You guys would have seen virtual reality glasses and mobile apps as well. Virtual reality movies are there, and Indians have started recording their weddings in 360-degree virtual reality. So at any given point of time, you can actually move the screen and then see कि ये आदमी के बाजू में right side कौन बैठा था, left side कौन बैठा था, ऊपर कैसा दिख रहा था, नीचे कैसा दिख रहा था. So it's virtually being there, revisiting the entire ceremony once again. Virtual assistants, many of us have already heard the name Hello, Alexa, Siri, but haven't tried. I would request you guys to go ahead and try these virtual assistants. Nanotube electronics in terms of safety and all, yes. These are the ones which are bendable, stretchable, and implantable beneath the human skin. And whatever it can contain a circuitry, it can contain your personal identity to open the door, close the door, and it can have other secure and human uses of it. So all this technology, it will require power, and the requirement of power has grown multifold. So solar has come to our help. The road what you are looking at right now is a solar road made through solar panels. So this is how world is also managing the additional power requirement through solar and wind. That's an update on graphene. I would conclude my talk with this video.
In 2004, two Russian scientists used Scotch tape and a graphite rock to discover graphene, a layer of atoms arranged in a honeycomb structure. Thanks to this discovery, the world was introduced to a groundbreaking material that can change our world. Here's why. Graphene is the thinnest known material, only 1 atom thick. It would take 3 million sheets of it to equal the width of a pencil tip. Despite being the lightest known material, it's also the strongest, harder than diamond, and 200 times stronger than steel. It can bend, is almost entirely transparent, conducts electricity and heat better than any other material, and allows nothing to pass through it except water.
Graphene-based
So how can
batteries
the
are on
unique
the
qualities
rise.
of graphene help the world we live
Tesla
in?
is using
Imagine
graphene-based
flexible
batteries.
cell phones, a TV thin as wallpaper that you could roll up and take with you, stronger but lighter aircraft that uses less fuel, standard-sized batteries that hold a longer charge, smaller computer chips leading to faster electronics. With its superconductivity, graphene could play a huge part in the future of solar power and in revolutionizing electric cars by enhancing their batteries, making them more efficient and eventually more affordable. Also, graphene is proven to be an anti-corrosion coating for metal that is transparent, thinner, and longer lasting than anything that currently exists. But its most important use may be in the future of clean drinking water. Graphene's ability to let nothing pass through it except water makes it the world's greatest filter. Graphene could cheaply and easily remove salt from seawater, potentially turning the oceans into a vast drinking supply for thirsty populations. With this wonder material getting so much attention from scientists and researchers worldwide, it may not be long before graphene-equipped products find their way into stores near you.
Thank you.
Really an offbeat